Good afternoon. Let me submit a job, dual component ontograph visualization. This research was conducted by a team of enthusiastic researchers. Andriy Guraluk, PhD of Pedagogical Sciences, Senior Researcher, Marina Rostoka, PhD of Pedagogical Sciences, Gennady Cherevichny, PhD of Historical Sciences, Associate Professor, Dmitro Zakatnov, PhD of Pedagogical Sciences, Senior Researcher, Tatiana Pavlysh, PhD of Pedagogical Sciences. The aim of the study is to present the final user with a simple and intuitive knowledge-based visualization technology, the use of which has a number of advantages over traditional display methods. In the conditions of the modern dynamic development of society, information becomes an important strategic resource along with material and energy. The problems of formalizing information, implementing its accessibility and efficiency of use are extremely acute. In our country, the public interest in them is fixed at the legislative level, so one of the priorities for the development of the information society in Ukraine is to ensure free access to information. As a result, digital libraries have responded to the increasing information needs of users. The library should act as a kind of filter, selecting and providing users with scientifically reliable, verified, safe information. Ensure maximum pertinence of data received in response to user requests.
To solve the problems of information accumulation, databases are traditionally used. Databases contain, as a rule, developed regulations, models, and formalized algorithms. At the same time, the choice of the best option for various reasons cannot always be carried out according to formalized rules and algorithms. Therefore, along with traditional information support, knowledge bases have begun to be developed at a tremendous pace, which, when used efficiently, provides significant competitive advantages necessities. Let us explain this statement. Let there be some kind of database, for example, library readers. It contains database fields, number, surname, first names. There was a need for one of the students to assign the field photo. To do this, you need to change the structure of the database table or add a new table to the databases. It is difficult enough for a non-programmer. If the organization of the data was presented in the form of a knowledge base, then it is enough to indicate the relationship between the node representing a particular student and a photo file, which is much simpler. The main advantages of using knowledge bases are the ability to save complex, heterogeneous information, the ability to expand and supplement the description of the subject area without reprogramming, visibility and accessibility of knowledge representation to the user. We propose to level the difference between a file and a directory and consider them as a certain set of objects of an arbitrary nature, any types of data that can be reproduced by computer technology, grouped according to some attribute. We consider such a collection as a node of a directed bipartite graph. Directional links are established for various objects. Child and parent objects are defined. Thus, the relationships arise between various objects of the form parent-child, children of the same parent, contextual content. The collection of all connections is a pyramidal network. To visualize network objects, we propose to combine the now classic data representation in the form of an antograph, which became classic, with a slider to display the data over a certain node, which is a set of single-level data, children of one parent. In this case, the slider itself is equipped with hyperlinks for transitions to objects associated with the displayed objects. Additional navigator. This approach allows to combine the benefits of existing data display tools and render them with arbitrary granularity.
With the advent of the semantic network and semantic technologies, ontologies have emerged that have become one of most modern paradigms for the representation of knowledge. Ontology is a term borrowed from philosophy that refers to the science of describing the kinds of essences of various objects and the relationship between them. The use of computer ontologies was considered by Gruber, Jeffrey, Ding, Евсеев, Lapshin, Litvin, Lyubchenko, Найханов, Нариньяне, Nirenburg, Noy, Popova, Smirnova, Subbotin, Ver, For, and many, many others. In modern realities, data on the Internet is an integral part of virtually any project related to the processing of digital information. There are many mechanisms for creating knowledge bases, including those based on the ontological approach. Their main task is to provide tools for formalizing knowledge and presenting them in the form of the accurate and comprehensive description. The main functionality of ontology editors is the creation of ontologies, their editing, replication, visualization. The authors developed ontograph visualization technology, partially implemented on the Ontos.xyz web resource. This resource allows to visualize the vertices of the ontograph, the relationships between them, and assign each vertex sets of contexts that are interconnected with it. By the context in our development, we mean information of any origin, which can be saved and reproduced using a computer, assigned to a node vertex of the ontograph. For example, if the top is understood as a page of a book, then its context will be the text and pictures printed on it. The proposed approach allows to combine the advantages of existing data display facilities and visualize them with arbitrary detail. A practical example of development implementation is given below. In the framework of the scientific research, bibliographic and analytical support of the activities of the National Academy of Pedagogical Sciences of Ukraine.
In addition to the convenient ontograph editor, the proposed system implements a knowledge-based visualization consisting of two components: a navigator that determines the path to an ontograph node that has children, and a visualization slider for this node, which displays these elements. When you click on an item to be displayed on your screen, a pop-up window for the content of each item appears, which may contain text, a picture, or a hyperlink. A navigator can be an ontograph, a tree, a navigation buttons, hyperlinks, etc. Its main goal is to determine the node whose visualization will be carried out. Another distinguishing feature of the development is the maximum approximation of the displayed node to a familiar electronic book. The technology for visualization and object ontology developed by the authors makes it possible to present the knowledge based in a form convenient for final user. A key feature of the developed system is the simple implementation of the contextual filling the ontograph vertices. The data used can be represented by various types: plain text, image, sound, video, presentation, various document formats including Microsoft Office, etc. And it allows us to provide detailed semantic annotation for collection of objects regardless of their nature. The ontological approach to service knowledge bases can be not only a means of organizing knowledge, expanding the traditional functions of ontology software. You can create an information environment in which active work which knowledge is provided, and tasks related to education, the development of artificial intelligence, decision-making systems, and many others.
The report is over. Thank you for your attention.